Welcome back to Zillennial Budgets. My name is Jess, and today we're going to do a sinking fund tracker update. So today is March 1st, actually, so happy March. February is officially over, which honestly, for a short month, felt very long. I'm excited to go through my budgeting notebook that I have here. So I went onto my banking apps for my Canadian credit cards, and I wasn't able to get my credit score just yet for either of them, even though it said it would be available on March 1st. So because of that, I'm going to do my credit score update next month. And so we're just going to go straight into my notebook that I made myself. I love it. I'm very proud of it. The first thing we have here is the credit score checkup, which I told you I'm not able to do, so we're just going to ignore this and wait till next month. Next, I have my credit cards. Unfortunately, I cannot fill anything out. I went to get the numbers before I filmed this video, and my RBC credit card is at 541, so I can't do the 537, and my CIBC card is at 1625, so I can't do the 1620, unfortunately. But that means next month we will be able to cross things out, so it's okay. We still made progress no matter what. It's just a little disappointing that obviously we could not mark anything off today, but that's okay. That is a-okay. So moving on, we have savings. So if we go into my little budget tracker sheets, savings here has $1,000 in the bank and has $430 in cash. We can count the cash to ensure that this is correct. So there is 100, 200, 300, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 400, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So we have $430, as the tracker does say, and $1,000 in the bank. So that means we can cross off until here. Oh wow, that's super exciting. That is a lot more than I anticipated. Now we can move on to emergency fund and family loan. All right, so emergency fund has $540 in the bank and $220 in cash. So because I can't do math under pressure, that is $760, which means we should be able to cross off one box. We're just going to quickly count that I have $220 in cash, like I say I do. I believe myself. I just, it's fun to count. So 100, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 100, 200, 5, 10, 15, and 20. That is correct. So $220. So we can cross off one little box, except it's not little, because you know what? Every dollar counts, so it's fine. So family loan has $100 in the bank, and I have $210 in cash, which means that's $310. Is that correct? So 100 plus 210, which means $310, which means if I do have $210 in cash, I should be able to fill in these two boxes. So in family loan, oops, I skipped it. Okay, 210 in cash. So that's 100, 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 205, and 10. So 210 is correct, and we can fill in one box today on my family loan tracker. I did not add anything to Photoshop this month. I had money left over in Final Cut Pro that I thought I was going to put in Photoshop, but I ended up putting it into Apple instead. So Photoshop will be ignored, and we move on to Christmas. Okay, so with Christmas, we should have $310, which I can count. So we have 100, 200, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 300, 5, and 10. So 310 is correct, and we can fill in 2 boxes, I believe. So that is very exciting. So moving on to my friend's wedding, and we have exciting news with this. So, well, exciting and not exciting news, kind of disappointing, but you know what? Everything happens for a reason. So, Loverfest was officially canceled. It is no longer postponed. Taylor made the announcement a couple days ago, and honestly, I think everyone was expecting it. I don't think it was a shocker by any means. I mean, I think some of us thought she would just postpone it until, you know, it was safe again, but I just don't think it was feasible. So it has been canceled. I had $500 in the bank for Loverfest, and I decided to move 400 of it to my friend's wedding, which means I have reached my goal of 101,000. Sorry, what? I have reached my goal of 1,100. Oh my goodness. But I decided on this tracker, as you can see, that I want to save till 1,300 just in case. I haven't actually written out a breakdown budget, I guess, of like how much I need for food, this and this and this. I've tried to do it in the past, but nothing really makes sense. So I still need to do that, and that's why 1,300 is good like buffer, I guess. But 400 has been moved to my friend's wedding. So because I had $500 in the bank for Loverfest, I moved that 500 over to my friend's wedding. And because I only wanted to move 400 over, because of that, I'm going to take out $100 from my friend's wedding, so I can put that on the side and put it into the proper envelope. So I'll just take the 250s that are in here, which means she now has 140 in cash. So 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. So 140 in cash with $1,000 in the bank. I have $1,000 in the bank and 140 in cash. So it's $1,140. So we can fill in all of this here up until here, I guess. So I'm just gonna speed this up like I have for the rest and just enjoy watching me color. Also, if anyone has any recommendations of how I should do a budget breakdown for planning for my friend's wedding, please let me know. Honestly, any suggestions would really help. I really appreciate it. I'm thinking I should budget maybe like $15 for a meal while I'm there. I'll probably be there for like maybe like 2 or 3 days. So I'm thinking I'll like budget that for meals, and then I was also like looking at, you know, areas like Airbnbs in the area or like cheap hotels, and kind of do it based on the highest price. And then I do have to fly. I live on the East Coast, and then she lives in like the Midwest, so I have to like plan that. So if anyone has any suggestions, I really would appreciate it. Yeah, that would be very helpful. But I'm super excited for this. More exciting news. So we don't do travel until I pay back travel, just because the math makes it easier for me. I'm not currently saving for an Apple Watch. I would like it, but that's not a priority. But this, guys, oh my god, guys, I don't know if you could tell by this sitting here, but this is my iPad. I bought it. I did it. I took the plunge. I've been saving for an iPad forever, and I finally just did it, and I'm so excited. And I love my cover for it. It might not be everyone's cup of tea, but I think it's so cute because it looks like a notebook. But I finally did it, guys. I finally made the plunge, and I purchased, I don't think you can see anything. I finally purchased my iPad. I bought a 12.9 inch 2020, I believe, iPad. Yeah, I'm so excited. I got the Paperlike screen protector. It's bubbling here at the edges. It might bother people purely because of the case, so I don't keep the case on as much as I would like to, because for some reason it pushes out the screen protector, which is really annoying. But honestly, it's fine. It doesn't bother me too much. I just take it out of the case when I don't need to like travel with it, which recently and so far I haven't. I have the Apple Pencil here. It's a second generation with this little cute case. Love the color. Obviously it's like close to my nails. I just really love like a mauvey dusty rose kind of color. I bought GoodNotes and I bought Procreate because eventually I would like to do my budget online or like digitally, I guess, and that was always the plan. But I didn't have my iPad yet, and I'm really excited to get back into digital art and kind of explore that way. And also I'm just so excited. I can't even like begin to explain to you guys, but I don't want to rush the creative process for making myself a budget journal on my iPad. So for now, I'm going to continue using pen and paper because that's what I'm comfortable with, and I also put in so much time to make my trackers. But eventually I will be moving on to an iPad. A family friend actually reached out to me and wants me to help her with her whole budgeting journey, so I'm going to make her a whole budget journal that I'm going to design myself on my iPad and then print out for her and bind for her. So eventually I would like to introduce that on my channel, and if anyone does want, like a packet or bundle for starting this whole process, obviously I would be more than happy to share that too. But I have to create it first and design it, and I want to take my time doing that because I want it to be something I'm proud of, and I'm a little bit of a perfectionist when it comes to like stationery and journaling and stuff. So that will take its time as needed, and I will continue doing everything I do on here. But I want to say I definitely over budgeted. I did not need $19.50. I know that's a lot of money, but I did want like the bigger iPad. I did want 256 gigabytes, that whole thing. That was really important to me, so I made it a priority. But because I am a student, I'm going back to school in 2 months. I was able to buy my iPad a lot cheaper. They offered it, I think, $100 cheaper for students, which is obviously incredible. And so I only paid... and then I also had a $150 gift card that I did not include on my tracker here. I just didn't want to treat it like my funds. I wanted to treat it as like something extra. So because of that, and I was able to use that $150 gift card, my iPad, the Apple Pencil, and the warranty was only $1,160. I mean, we can round it up and say $65. I spent $47 on the screen protector, the pencil, the Apple Pencil case, and my iPad case, and then $18 on Procreate and GoodNotes together. So the only thing I want after this is the Magic Keyboard. I really do want it, and that's roughly $350, but I do have $240, I think, left in cash. I had $1,111 in the bank, plus I had $448 in cash. So I had $1,459. Because of that, I'm going to color it in so we can visually see how much I did save for my iPad. This is not the right color. I'm going to do it anyways. So 1460, so I can color into here. So I spent $1,165, I spent $47, and I spent $18, which means I have, I was wrong. I have $230, let's just say, in cash, which means $220, so $229 minus $380. So I need about $150. So $1,459 plus $150. So I need to go to about $1,600. I think $1,600 is a fair number. So I'm going to cross out the rest. Moving on to the last page of my sinking fund tracker update. So we have money made from selling. I did not sell anything, hopefully this month, because sorry, I just hit the camera. Hopefully this month, because March is a tight budget, so I think I will need that extra income. And then my 5K savings challenge, I thought I would track it. So we are worried about tuition first and then the money I have to pay back. So I should be at $900. We can quickly count that, but $900 is where I should be at. Okay. All right, so we have 100, 200, 300, 400. 50 can take a back seat for now. We have 20, 40, 60, 80, 500. 20, 40, 60, 80, 600. 20, 40, 60, 80, 700. Oops. 20, 40, 60, 80, 800. 20, 40, 50, 900. So we have $900 here so far saved up for my 5K savings challenge, or not challenge, but plan, because I need to save this money for tuition. And so we can mark till 900. I'm just going to take, let's pick a new color because all of them are kind of worn out. We are going to choose this pretty purple color. So I'm going to fill in till 900. I also had to, this is not going to be satisfying, and I will pre-warn you guys now, because originally I was going to do in increments of 50, and then I realized that's stupid because I need to write a lot and I don't have a lot of space. So all of these are whited out, and I apologize now that it's going to be hard to color because of the whiteout, but just bear with me. We all make mistakes. It is what it is. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I really would appreciate it. I appreciate everyone who has so far, and this is just a fun little family for me, and I'm super excited about the direction of this channel. If you guys have any suggestions about how I should do a budget breakdown for my friend's wedding, all of the advice would be very much welcomed. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time. Have a good one, guys. Bye.